Republicans introduce long-shot ACA subsidy extension bill by Nathaniel Weichsel. A small group of bipartisan lawmakers, led by moderate House Republicans, on Tuesday launched another effort to extend the expiring Enhanced Affordable Care Act subsidies, as lawmakers try to find the combination of ideas that will break the current impasse. The latest plan is led by swing district Republican Representative Brian Fitzpatrick, Pennsylvania, along with GOP reps Don Bacon, Nebraska, Rob Bresnahan, Pennsylvania, and Nicole Malliotakis, New York. It also has support from Democratic reps Jared Golden, Maine, Tom Suozzi, New York, Don Davis, North Carolina, and Marie Gluesenkamp Perez, Wash. The bill would extend the enhanced subsidies for 2 years with new income limits and anti-fraud measures, similar to other plans in the House and Senate. Republicans have cited waste, fraud, and abuse in ACA coverage, such as people being enrolled in plans they did not sign up for, as a justification for not renewing the enhanced tax credits that expire at the end of this year. The Fitzpatrick plan would require consent and prompt notification before any modifications take effect. In a nod to President Trump, the measure also would let people deposit half the amount of the subsidy into a health savings account (HSA) and use it to pay for premiums and other health costs. When the stakes are this high, responsible governance means securing 80% of what families need today, rather than risking 100% of nothing tomorrow, Fitzpatrick said in a statement. We built this the right way, with input from across the aisle and across chambers, with the clearest pathway to the president's desk. Swing state and moderate Republicans have warned for weeks that the conference's majority will be lost in next year's midterms unless GOP leaders overcome their distaste for Obamacare and extend the enhanced payments to prevent a spiral in out-of-pocket costs for more than 20 million Americans. But it is not clear if House leadership will support Fitzpatrick's plan or any of the bipartisan proposals circulating. Speaker Mike Johnson, Republican from Louisiana, said leadership is developing a health proposal to unveil as soon as this week, with a planned vote before the end of the year. If Republican leadership decides to go in a different direction, Fitzpatrick, he is considering trying to force a House vote through a discharge petition, and he has a legislative vehicle ready to go should it be needed. A Republican-led discharge petition is even more of a long shot, as it would need substantial Democratic support. Democrats have united behind a clean 3-year subsidy plan. Without congressional action, the enhanced subsidies expire December 31st. Lawmakers are trying to identify a bill that can pass, and some are willing to throw multiple Hail Marys in an attempt to find consensus as the deadline approaches. But many Republicans would rather let the subsidies expire than vote for anything related to Obamacare, even if the result is a massive increase in their constituents' health insurance costs. In the Senate, GOP leaders on Tuesday said they have coalesced around a plan from Sens. Bill Cassidy, Republican from Louisiana, and Mike Crapo, Idaho, and will offer it for a Thursday vote as an alternative to Democrats' extension bill. The Cassidy and Crapo bill does not extend the tax credits. Instead, it uses the money that would have been spent on the subsidies to fund health savings accounts for people enrolled in the lowest cost, high-deductible Obamacare plans. People would not be allowed to use the HSA funds to pay for abortions, which has been another major stumbling block for bipartisan support. Both the Democratic bill and the Crapo-Cassidy bill, however, will need 60 votes to pass, so neither is likely to become law. Democrats say the Crapo-Cassidy plan is a non-starter. It not only fails to extend the tax credits, it increases costs, it adds tons of new abortion restrictions for women, expands junk fees. Their bill is junk insurance, Senate Democratic leader Charles Schumer, Democrat from New York, said Tuesday.
EU chief knocks new Trump comments. Allies behave with each other, by Ashley Fields. European Council President Antonio Costa on Tuesday urged President Trump to respect the European Union (EU) and its decisions after Trump publicly called its leaders weak. We respect the choice of Americans, and they need to respect the democratic choices of our citizens, Costa said during a press conference in Ireland. When all the leaders elect me president of the European Council, President Trump must respect this, he added. As we respect that American citizens elected him president of the United States, it is like this that allies behave with each other. Trump, in an interview with Politico's Dasha Burns, bashed the 27-member bloc for over its immigration policy and alleged that Europe is decaying. I think they are weak, but I also think that they want to be so politically correct, he said. They do not. I think they do not know what to do. Europe does not know what to do. They do not know what to do on trade either. I mean, I look at a lot of the trade, situation that is going on over there, the president continued. It is a little bit dangerous. But Europe, they want to be politically correct, and it makes them weak. That is what makes them weak. Trump specifically shared pointed criticism for London Mayor Sadiq Khan, but otherwise did not specify which leaders he thought were weak. While the president has maintained positive relationships with some European leaders, including British Prime Minister Keir Starmer and Italian Prime Minister Giorgia Meloni, others have raised concerns with the U.S. leader's intent to betray Kiev and other EU member nations amid peace negotiations with Russia to end the war in Ukraine. Last week, German Chancellor Friedrich Merz told Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky to be extremely careful in the coming days. They are playing games, both with you and with us, Merz said, according to a leaked transcript of a call with EU leaders. The Chancellor was likely referencing Special Envoy Steve Witkoff and Trump's son-in-law Jared Kushner, who has helped lead the peace talks. Trump has also pushed back on the lack of elections in Ukraine as the war nears 4 years. They are using war not to hold an election. I would think the Ukrainian people should have that choice, he told Burns in the interview. They talk about having a democracy, but it gets to the point where it is not a democracy anymore. Zelensky has refused to cede land to the Kremlin, as proposed by Trump in his 28-point peace plan. The White House leader has also aired frustrations over his resistance on the measure.
With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to do it for this legal breaking reporting and video analysis update. If you did enjoy this legal breaking reporting video analysis update, please like, comment, share, subscribe for more legal breaking news that you need to know about. More to come soon.